Am I the asshole for canceling my wedding because my mother-in-law refuses to change her will? I have been dating my fiance Jack for 5 years. We've had a solid relationship, and when he finally proposed last year, I couldn't have been happier. We started making plans for the wedding, but we also talked about how we'd build our future together. Jack suggested that to save money for a home, we should move in with his mother, Linda, who has been in poor health for a while now. At first, I wasn't entirely sold on the idea. I've always valued independence, but Jack made some good points. His mother's house is fully paid off. It's in a great neighborhood, and it made sense financially. Linda was thrilled with the idea too, and since she'd need some extra help around the house due to her declining health, it felt like a win-win. What sealed the deal for me was when Jack told me that Linda had always said she'd leave the house to him when she passed. It wasn't something we brought up directly with her, but it was a long-standing assumption in their family. We moved in a few months ago, and I'll admit it was an adjustment. Living with Linda was challenging at times. She can be a bit controlling and opinionated, but I kept reminding myself that this was temporary. Jack and I were saving money, and eventually, the house would be ours. It was comforting to think that all the compromises I was making now, giving up my space, dealing with Linda's quirks, would pay off in the long run. But a few days ago, everything changed. I was helping Linda organize some paperwork, and I stumbled upon her will. I wasn't snooping, but there it was, right on her desk. Curiosity got the better of me, and I skimmed through it. What I read shocked me. Linda has stated in her will that the house will be donated to a charity after her death. I felt blindsided. Everything we'd been doing, living with her, putting up with the inconveniences, was based on the understanding that the house would eventually become Jack's. I brought it up to Jack that night, expecting him to be as surprised and upset as I was, but his reaction stunned me even more. He shrugged and said, "It's her house. She can do whatever she wants with it." I couldn't believe how nonchalant he was. I told him that this wasn't just about the house, it was about the fact that we'd moved in and reorganized our entire lives based on an understanding that turned out to be completely false. He said we were saving money either way, and the house shouldn't matter. But it does matter to me. I'm sacrificing my independence, my comfort, and my privacy, and now I feel like it's all for nothing. I asked Jack to talk to Linda about changing her will. He refused, saying it would be inappropriate and that he didn't want to pressure her. I told him that this was a big deal to me, that I couldn't just let it go. But he doubled down, saying that if I cared so much about the house, maybe my priorities were out of whack. That was the last straw. I told him I couldn't move forward with the wedding if he didn't see why this was important to me. I canceled everything, the venue, the caterer, all of it. Now I'm back at my parents' house trying to figure out where we stand. Jack has been texting me saying I'm overreacting and that we should be able to work through this. But I can't shake the feeling that this goes deeper than the house. It's about the lack of communication and the fact that he doesn't seem to care about the sacrifices I've made. My parents are supportive of my decision, but some of my friends think I'm being materialistic. They say the house was never guaranteed, so I shouldn't have counted on it. Others say Jack should have been more upfront with me and that I had every right to expect some clarity before upending my life. So Reddit, am I the asshole for canceling my wedding because my mother-in-law refuses to change her will? Or am I justified in feeling betrayed and rethinking my future with Jack?